Hi, and welcome to another demo. The purpose of this demo is to show or demonstrate how we can use the deep package management system that is usually used in Ubuntu or basically any other distribution that is derived from Debian. One of the common tasks that is as a system administrator that you will be doing a lot is to install software. And most Linux distributions do it differently. They have different software or package management systems. But when it comes to Ubuntu and or Debian-based Linux distributions, there are several tools that can help us manage packages, software packages, basically. One of these tools is dpkg, dpkg. Um, dpkg, it's a package management system mostly used by Ubuntu or any Debian-based Linux distribution to help us install, configure, and manage software packages that are packaged as dep packages, .dep packages. All right. It works on a low level, and it was one of the original ways that the Debian developed in order to in order to manage packages. So it can help us install, remove, and do some simple configurations, querying some information about the software that we are looking for or trying to install. But let's first use the dash dash help command to see what sort of options that the command gives us. See that it has a lot of options. For example, dash I for install, dash R for removal, and dash dash info and so on and so on and so on. All right. So it offers a lot of possibilities. All right. We will not be using all of the options, but we will be using some of the options. All right. So suppose that we want to install the software using the dpkg package management system. For example, with the dash I command to install with some sort of a package that is, in the format or has been packaged as a .dep package, .debian, short for, you know, it's short for Debian, .dep. And why would you want to do that? Because in many cases, the software that you want to install is not available in the repository of Ubuntu or Debian, and the vendor might provide um, the software as a .dep package. This could be, for example, I've seen, for example, Microsoft has started supporting Linux in a better way compared to earlier years. Now Microsoft is packages some of its software for Linux as well, such as Teams, for example. And that package might be available only through Microsoft, and is not might not be available in the official repositories of Ubuntu or Debian. Therefore, you can download the software as a .deb. Same thing with Zoom. All newer software, the vendor might provide a .deb package. All right. So in order for us to use or install software that are packaged in a .deb format, we have to get it from somewhere, download it from somewhere. But in this demo, we will download a .deb package from the Ubuntu website. All right. We will download the you know using the wget utility, the wget command. Wget is it's a command line based, basically a browser that will allow us to go and get things from a server, from a web server. Okay, let's go get and we'll get the ed utility. Ed is another um, um, text editor such as Nano or that can be installed on your Linux machine. All right, good. We downloaded it. Now we can check that the file is actually downloaded with the ls minus list command, and we see that it is downloaded here. All right, very good. Now let's get some information about the package. All right, by using the dash dash info command. Yeah, we see we get some information. We see the package name, the version, which architecture it's packaged for, the maintainer, who's the maintainer of the Ubuntu, the original maintainer, the original person that created or maintained the package, the install size, and it depends on libc. We'll come back to dependency, which plays a major role when it comes to the dep packages. All right. So we get a lot of metadata that is useful. We've seen that. We can also use the dpkg command to see what's installed on our system by using the dash L option, which stands for list. All right. Well, we see there are a lot of packages that are installed on this system that come by default with the Ubuntu. You know, when we installed Ubuntu, a lot of libraries, a lot of software. For example, Nano is here. We see that it's installed. So these are all the packages. Here we see SSH server is installed. And you know, a lot of packages are installed here. We can just go down, down and see almost about 300 going, still going, 380, it's still going, 388 packages are installed. All right, let's get out of it. By All right, we see that we can use dpkg to list the package that are installed on the system. Okay, so we can also use, you know, in conjunction with the grep command, just to, rather than going through all the packages as we did now, we can just use, you know, pipe it to grep and look for a particular package if it's installed or not. In this, we see in this demo, we see that we're looking for the add uh, software tool. If it's installed, then yes, it says it's installed with the double I there. All right, we can use the package to get more information about the installed package. All right, by saying dash dash status, and we get similar information to as when we downloaded the .dep package. All right, dpkg dash dash status. All right. But what do you think will happen if we try to find the status of a package that's not installed on the system? Well, let's try it. All right. Let's try to find out about a package that is not installed. T-Shark is not installed. So we get, it queries the package and says T-Shark is not installed, and no information is available because it can't find it on the system. That's what happens. Okay. Uh, but as we mentioned earlier, dpkg is low-level management, the package management system, originally developed by Debian, but it has some shortcomings, weaknesses, and you know, the major shortcomings of dpkg is that it's low level. It cannot resolve dependencies. If a software depends on another package, it cannot resolve it. All right. So let's see this in action by actually trying to download and install Nginx and see what happens. All right. We can get it from Ubuntu, download the .dep from Ubuntu, the latest version of Nginx Lite, and let's explore or the package itself with the dash dash info. And we see that it depends on a couple of things. All right, all right. So if we try to install it, we'll see that it will complain about dependencies. But let's try to install, that dep package that we downloaded. You see here we get an error encountered because it says dependency problem prevents configuration of Nginx Lite. Error encountered because package this is not installed. It depends on it. Nginx depends on that. It tells you that it depends on this. So which means that you have to use other package management system to install those, or we can actually use apps to install this dep package, which resolves any dependencies that it needs. All right, but the demo is it's all about showing how we can use dpkg, but it also shows its shortcomings in the sense that it cannot resolve dependencies on its own. All right, this kind of dependencies often can lead to something called dependency hell, depending on the package. The package might depend on many dependencies, and those dependencies might depend on other dependencies, and one might go into a rabbit hole by just using dpackage. If you're not using a high-level package management system such as apt or aptitude. Okay, uh, so you see that this basically means that Nginx will not be installed as long as these dependencies are not installed, which is a bad thing. All right. But a more advanced package managed system such as apt and aptitude can help a lot. All right. And those will be covered in other in the lecture and other demos. All right. Great. This concludes our demo. Bye bye.